Hey everyone, this is Skyhawk172 again. So today we're going to be doing a flight from Cebu to Ninoy, Aquino, internal flight in Japan. We're going to be doing a Airbus A320 that is modded. It's a fly-by-wire, so it's a bit more realistic. Has more functions and the sound nicer as well. Right. ADAS is, yeah, I already aligned it for the weights have been set up. As you can see, the fueling would be separately. It says we should have about 5.9 tons, although this is a little bit wrong, but I've set it out on the iPad on the left. The passenger weights are set up on using the in-game function, but yeah, we have 5.9 tons of fuel. Now we're just gonna wait for the GPS to. Well, we have to wait for the GPS to align, don't we? GPS probably lost. Let's hold on. We need to like set up the. We need to set this up, but. If I just unalign the ADAS, okay, and get it back together again. It does take quite a while to align it, so let's just we'll set the flight plan up first. So the airport codes are RPVM, which is Cebu, RPVM to RPLL. Flight number would be 766. Cost index is 5, and flight level 340 is the cruise altitude. Next. Tap zero fuel weight. Let that put it in itself. Block confirm. No. We have about 6 tons. 6.0. Okay. There we go. Okay. Next we go flight plan. Clearly discontinuity. Okay. RPVM. Okay, departure. We're departing runway 04 using the Molok for Papa departure as on sim brief. For Papa, confirm and execute. I mean, there's no execute, just insert it. Wait. Yeah, no. Okay, and then. Oh, we got more discontinuities. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. From Moloch, it would be Whiskey 11. Whiskey 11. Ending at Conde. C-O-N-D. It's quite a short flight today. C-O-N-D-E. Okay. And we insert. Okay, and we're done actually. And then now we just do the arrivals. We're doing an ILS to 06 using the Condor 3 Romeo. Condor 3 Romeo, this one. And we insert. Okay. Next up, performance. We have to set up the. Okay, well, flaps we're just going to put 1. Okay, flex temp. I'm going to use this. Hold on, I'm just going to search it out on my. Use this. Okay. So I'm going to set up the calculator here. It says you can download this from flightsim.to. So runway would be I mean, it's 40 degrees to 04. Yeah, we're gonna have to Google some of this stuff as well. Actually, hold on. It's gonna say Cebu Airport. Mactan Cebu. There we go. I need the Wikipedia page, please. There we go. Okay, so elevation is 31 feet. Runway is 10,827 or 3,200 meters. Okay. So elevation feet is 31 feet. Length is, let's see again. Length is 3.3307 meters. There's no slope on the runway, I don't think. So all the slope disregard. Yeah. And then winds for the area we have to use. Okay, let's use Fat Spy. And yeah, by the way, we are going to be flying, I don't know if the approach will be on. Most likely we're going to be doing the whole flight on Unicom though. Okay, so RPVM. Winds are 0408, temperature 31 degrees Celsius. So 40 degrees and 8 knots. So 31. QNH would be 1008. Sort of figured this out as well. Okay, so flux configuration, air conditioning, anti-ICR will be off on takeoff. Okay, so maximum takeoff weight is 77 tons. It's good. Yeah, we're well below that. Okay, so our flex temp is 61 degrees Celsius. We're actually gonna, I mean, although it gives us the V1, V2, and VR speeds, let's just, I prefer using the flex temp only and then letting the computer in-game, hope we have received GPS, do the speed calculation. So flex temp is 61 degrees Celsius. Okay, yeah, it's much lower for some reason, but I'm just going to play into it. 126. Transition altitude, we have to figure that out in the Philippines as well. Gonna have to Google again. So actually, wait, hold on. We don't have to. I'm gonna go Navigraph. Just gonna maybe go to the SID. One of these SID charts. Let's just go to. Actually, I might as well just go to one that. Let's go to our SID chart first. The Moloch 3 Papa. Not sure if they named this after actual Tagalog words. Moloch, I need M. Yeah, I need M. Dimlo. Oh, there you go. Moloch 2. I need Moloch 4 Papa. This is Moloch 2. Moloch 4 Romeo. Oh, no more. Oh, there you go. Moloch 4 Papa. Okay, does it say transition anywhere? Airport transition altitude 11,000 feet. Okay, so 11,000. Okay, we've got a performance setup. Now we can start. Everything's looking well. Yep. And what this new plane actually does, it actually lets you test the alarm. So you can actually test the fire alarm and the master warning. Listen. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, exactly. It's like real life, although I didn't follow the proper start checkers. I mean, so now we will start the plane up. So beacon lights on. And APU master switch is on. And APU start as well. Yeah, QNH is 1006, wasn't it? Let me just check again. QNH 1008, okay. So we'll switch it to hectopascals and then 1008. Okay, so the SID, we just have to be at 2005. That will be no lower than. So okay, so we have to reach. So there's nothing restricting us to go like altitude or below a certain altitude, only at or above. So we can just climb straight to cruise. There's no ATC available because like every waypoint is asking us to be at or above. So if we go way above that, it's not a problem because you know it's at or above, not at. Just gotta wait for the APU. Okay, APU available. APU bleed on. Get rid of the external power. Okay, now we will request for pushback. Let's just I think this one, yeah, called tug. Okay. Where's the tug? I need a tug. Wait, what if I go to the ATC thing? Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna just log on to BPilot for now. Just gonna connect Singapore 766. Oops, SIA 766. Connect. I'm gonna. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the flight plan of the system so that later, if there's any ATC there, we know. We'll switch to Unicom 12. Yeah, we already have 122.8. Okay, let's call on comms 2. Call the ground services. Press. No. What? Push stop. No. Oh, it says no targets available. Okay. Well, I have crash settings on, so we can't go through the terminal. If I do Shift P, will that work? And then I will release parking brake. Shift P, no. Cold hug. Okay, so we're just gonna do a last resort here. Since, I mean, I feel the tugging on me, but I mean, I have parking brakes off, so I don't know why it's not pushing back. We're gonna do a last resort here. We're gonna use reverse thrust to push ourselves back. Obviously, in real life, this is banned and illegal, so I may lose my license after this. Just kidding, I don't even have a license. Okay, just gonna engage with. Oh, I don't know. We don't even have the engine started. Wait, okay, now we have to start the engines now. Usually, I will start it while pushing back, but oh well. Okay, so let's turn on all the fuel pumps. Okay, and beacon lights are on. Okay, full oxygen supply on. Ignition, engine to start. We're just gonna swap VFR. Actually, we're gonna swap 1, 2, 3. Actually, we're not really doing VFR. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that anyway. We don't need any floodlights or anything like that. We're in the broad daylight. Wait, monitor engine starting. You should start the right side one first. So we're just gonna set the map range to 160 nautical miles as well. Okay, engine 2 is started. We will now start engine 1. Also, one way for you guys to do a master caution warning also, if you just engage the parking brake and then try to apply full power, I think. Yeah, there you go. We got a master caution. We got a takeoff configured warning. Let's just acknowledge that. Yeah, so basically we got a takeoff configuration warning there. This is something to show you about the A320 compared to the default A320. Because you see, we don't have flaps set, we don't have slats set, and the parking brake is on. And the flight controls, yeah, the flight and MCDU disagree because we do not have flaps on, that's why. I'm just gonna acknowledge that. Acknowledge, okay. Yeah, so it'll go away. Well, we actually do the proper procedures later. Okay, engine 1 is available. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna switch the ignition back to normal. Gonna turn off the APU lead. Right, gonna turn on taxi lights. Gonna put the flaps out to 1. We're gonna arm the spoilers. We're gonna put auto brakes to max, which is basically rejected takeoff mode, and we're gonna turn off the parking brakes. Okay, I don't know why the eCam is still displaying that. Flaps are configured already. Slats are configured. Parking brakes is off. What if we just now we should apply reverse thrust to push ourselves back. Okay. Okay, I think this will do. Stop right here. And we will taxi out to the runway. Okay, let's go on the VFR map. Is the eCam display still there? Yeah, it's still there. I don't know why it's still there, but yeah. Parking brake is off. Flaps are in takeoff configuration. We set flaps 1, right? So unless they want flaps 2, we're using flaps 1. Okay, so runway 04 should be this one, I believe. Yeah, that's 04. Okay, so that'll be that. Oh, we're gonna crash into the terminal here. Okay, so that's the runway we're taking off from. Okay. We're gonna use differential thrust right now to turn ourselves around. Okay. I guess this is what happens when you don't have a tower controller. Oh wait, no, 340. So flying. We're flying west, so we have to be at an even altitude. Okay, there's lights everywhere. We're just gonna run them over. Yeah, we've got a bit of glare from the sunlight. Let's just turn our instruments up a little bit because the sunlight is really glaring. That's the good thing about the graphics in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You've got good glare thing. So you see, I turned it on, and then now I can see it better. Now I can see my ground speed. So the legal taxi limit of ground speed is 30 knots, although I just ran over a taxi light. I'm gonna check VetSpy and just see if we got any guys around us. No guys around us. Yep, they are offline. Runway's still in front. Okay. Philippines is quite a backward country. It's like you got a lot of, but they're suffering right now. People are in poverty. Everyone has no money. Schools have stopped. So technically, I guess for us, for like people like maybe anybody else, like maybe even for a Thai person like visiting Philippines would be like something like, for us one Singapore dollar is like 30 pesos, so it's quite cheap stuff like food and everything, just because the standard of living is so low. Like, even their city has like overhead power lines. Well, I mean, I guess that's not what makes the city bad, it's just that they have a lot of crime rates, you know. Okay, so that would be the point where we turn, I guess. When we enter the runway. Oh, we're drifting left. Since there's no tower controller, we're just gonna do a announcement on Unicom. Just gonna say Cebu traffic, Singapore 766, Airbus A320. We are taking off runway 04, northbound departure, departing on the Moloch 4 Papa SID. Traffic in the area, please advise. Okay, and no other calls on traffic, so we're gonna just hold short for a while. We're gonna turn on the strobe lights, turn on the landing lights, switch the nose lights to take off, and everything's good. Okay, so, flaps are set to 2, spoilers are on, auto brakes set to max or rejected takeoff, and yeah, we can start. So we're going to do a rolling departure, which means that we do not stop on the runway. We're just going to immediately turn on without stopping and just apply full power from there. Well, not full power, toga power, takeoff go around power, in which the computer has calculated for us through that initialization setup just now. That performance setup. Okay, we're going to apply toga power now. 80 knots. 100 knots. V1 and rotate. And we have V2. Okay, positive rate gear coming up. Gear up. I just pressed the G key by accident. Rapidly accelerating. Oh, it's so dark, this race. Okay, flaps all the way up. No, we have a big problem here. Screens are quite dark. I need speed management, 250 knots. Look, we have ECAM warning. Level climb. What is the ECAM warning? Nav T-class standby. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, that's not a big issue. In records of flight simulator, in real life it is. I don't know why it says Nav T-class standby, but okay, vertical speed 3,000 per minute, and we still have to. Pitch down. Okay. Just be advised, do not set the weights midair, because I actually did a practice flight yesterday, and if you set the weights midair, you will end up shutting down the whole electrical system. Like, it's just a glitch. So set the weights while you're on the ground. You see, just like don't touch this when you are in the air, because it may glitch the plane out. Okay, I think we're gonna come out of the turret pretty soon. Yep. Actually, no, let's just make this. Okay, I am using the TCA throttle. See, side 6, the Airbus side 6. Everything's going well. So throttle is set to keep us at 2 minutes. I might just hand fly this thing for a while. There is actually not a procedure where you have to turn on the autopilot or turn it off. It's actually up to the pilot's discretion. So whenever the pilot wants, he can even hand fly it all the way up to the cruise altitude. That's fine. Some people just like to do that. But there are some times when I'm just gonna acknowledge the master caution. Sometimes when like some approaches are some departures are very complicated. You gotta turn left, turn right, and this, then they will engage on the pilot. Okay, so we're climbing. We're following flight director. We are climbing past 8,000 currently. Cost index, yep, is 5. QNH set. Everything's looking good. I don't know why is the TCAS always on standby. Could be our transponder that's the issue. Whatever. I'm gonna fly the plane first, that's more important. I mean, in real life, I'm sure that's not gonna happen. So this is a computer game, that's fine. Okay. It's 10,000 feet. Okay, we're gonna actually now let the autopilot manage the speed. We manage speed mode, so we're gonna let the autopilot decide on what speed, because that's gonna be the best speed to climb at, to save fuel and yet go fast. We're gonna do engage manage altitude, so it's gonna decide our rate of climb. So I'm just gonna follow it by flying manually. Okay, so we're above 11,000 feet, so it's now blinking because it's asking me to set it to standard pressure, which is 1013 hectopascals or 2992 inches of mercury. So it looks like it's gonna bring us to 290 knots. So it's just calculating for us the best speed in relation to how fast we get there to save as much fuel as possible. Okay. I was just checking. Okay, so I was just checking if we were to go climb. Oh, left turn. And it's asking us to go back. Oh, this is a very fierce rate of climb. Okay, I won't say fierce, but definitely hard. Right. For a 747, actually this is good. A 787 because they're powerful engines. But for the Airbus A320, actually it gets the climb rate is quite sluggish, the performance, like at high altitude. So that's why I do prefer the Boeing 787 because the engines are very powerful. You can climb at like 3,000 feet a minute and it's still going up strong. I just decided to try fly-by-wire Airbus for a while. The next flight will be on the Boeing 787. Don't worry. But unless you guys want me to fly the A320 fly-by-wire more, then I will do so. We can turn the seatbelt signs off right now. Yeah, letting light should come off. Nose lights off. I think we can set. I think we can turn on the autopilot. Do you think? Okay, autopilot on. Okay, disarm the spoilers. Let's explore the iPad, shall we? And I can even calculate the top of descent. So let's actually go to the arrivals actually, and let's just see. Where is it? Okay, RPLL. We're gonna be arriving ILS 06 using the Condor 3 Romeo. Where's Congress? Let's go all the way up. Let's just see. Papa, counter. 5 Papa, we need 3 Romeo. This is 7 Papa. Counter 3 Romeo. This one. Okay, so counter. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so 250 knots at flight level 160. Just gonna check. Transition is transition level 13,000. We should calculate it. So 160 from 360. Okay, 340. Sorry. Okay, so let's just key this in. 340. Plug it altitude. 16,000 degrees. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the flight plan. It says our average ground speed will actually be. Okay, we're just gonna let the sim manually do it. So now it'll be 52 nautical miles away. So this is 3 degrees angle of descent. Not the angle of the nose, the angle of which the angle is descending. Okay, so we're gonna just assume that our speed will probably be about let's just assume that our speed is going to be at 480 ground speed times 5. So, okay, we're just gonna descend at 2005 per minute, I guess. Okay, landing. So we just have a performance calculator. Well, we do already have a performance calculator in the FMC, so I'm just going to use that. Take the approach. Just key all this in, and then it'll generate for us a speed. I mean, the speed is obviously it will change, obviously, and we'll key stuff in. So we're just going to use that instead. Still at the climb phase, so put that back. Above 28,000 feet. Usually, if we are not on managed speed mode, we will switch to the Mach. Just gonna press that here. So the computer should set us to cruise at Mach 0.78, so about 78% as we expect. Yeah, and as we can see, the autopilot is already, the engines are already struggling to do us. We are almost at max power. We're at like 90.2% power, which in the Boeing we would be climbing at about 70 to 80%, and cruising at as low as 60% power. But A320, sometimes you may even cruise at 80% power. So that's it just shows about how sluggish the performance of the A320. That's why I do prefer the 787. The autopilot is automatically setting the climb rate to match this. Going to the engines, let's actually turn up the brightness. Upper ECAM, or ECAM, let's just turn it all to about 50%. Okay, this is good. Let's see it. I mean, the co-pilot, we don't have co-pilot, I guess, so don't worry about that. We now have 5 tons of fuel. We started off with about, let's just see, block fuel was about 5 tons. Oh, it's telling us how much fuel we have now. Originally we would have started with about so we've used about, let's check fuel used. Is there fuel? Okay, yeah, we've used about 490 kilograms of fuel. Okay, looks like the engines are not throttling back a little bit because we are reaching our cruise altitude. The air is now very thin. Okay. Okay, 33,000 feet, 1,000 feet left to go. Leveling off at 34. We've reached 34,000 feet. And I expect this to switch to the cruise phase any second. It should automatically skip to the cruise phase. If it doesn't, then I will just. Yep, there we go. See, it automatically sets it to cruise. Okay. Okay, so 4/7. Let's go back to the calculator again. Let's see. Okay, so 57 nautical miles. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the calculator. We're gonna descend 57 nautical miles from Conda. So where is the Conda? Okay, so there's Conda. So we'll descend 57 nautical miles from that. Currently 160 nautical miles away. Yep, cruising at 70, Mach point 70. Let's go to VPilot and see. No controllers in range. Just want to see, is there a takeoff? Why is there no takeoff calculator? But there is like there's like a landing calculator. Let's go to VATS line. Look here, every controller in the Philippines is dead. Okay, so it looks like Hong Kong is now on, it looks like. We have the delivery ground tower and ATIS. Well, it looks like India. What is this? This is West Asia Control. Okay, cruising at 80% power. It looks like it's, yeah, about 80% power. Oh god. Wait. Okay, so the default A320, no matter what kind of power you set, it will. As long as the auto throttle is on, it will. So I'm not sure if this is even auto throttle or not. So it's just basically telling you what stage to put what D10 to put the throttle on, I guess. So at that D10, then the auto throttle will come active and magic. It's asking me to put the lever at climb. It is at climb. Okay, there we go. Condor is coming in. 100, almost approaching the 120 nautical miles mark. My I guess we'll just turn down the temperature of the air conditioning packs, shall we? miles from Condor Hill. Before our descent, we should now start to configure our aircraft for landing. Let's go over to VATSPY and let's fetch the information. So, Ninoy Aquino in Philippines is RPLL. Okay, so winds are 300 degrees at 6 knots. Okay, direction is variable between 270 and 330, but we're just gonna put 300. We don't need to do visibility because it's the computer. He doesn't need to see. Temperature is 29. Okay, enter destination data. Oh wow, it's actually asking me to enter destination data. Okay. Let's go to approach. So QNH is okay. So QNH. Okay, wait. Let's actually see here first. QNH is 1009. I'm gonna see if the onboard the iPad calculator thing. Okay, there we go. RPLL. Let's get meter. Oh wow, it's actually correct. Okay, we're just gonna use that then. Okay, so 1009. QNH. Temperature 29. Dew point is not needed because it's when it condenses into fog. Okay, so winds are 300 at magnitude 6 knots. So it's going to do 300/6. Transition would be 13,000 as we saw just now. And the approach speed has somehow remained the same. Okay, so we gotta check the charts first. We're gonna go to the approach chart. ILS runway 06. Something just moved. What was that? I'm on idle for some reason. Okay, let's put it back up. No idea why my engines go back to idle. Okay, wait, we gotta start descending soon, don't we? 80 nautical miles, so that's 60 nautical miles. We have to descend at about 57. Okay, let's go to the approach shot. ILS from 06. ILS all localized, that works. Load, please. ILS 06 chart. Now the system is okay, there we go. Oh, we gotta start descending now. Is the autopilot, does it descend for me? No. Okay. We're gonna put down to 1600. We're gonna take the speed to manage their speed mode. Take manage vertical speed mode. Okay. We're gonna descend this at 2,500 feet per minute. I'm gonna put the seatbelt signs on. It's descending for me now. The power should roll back because, well, okay, we have differential thrust for some reason. Is the levels asymmetric? No. Then I got no idea why we're having differential thrust. That's fine. It's just by 2 degrees. And autopilot. Okay, the autopilot disconnect sounded, but I don't know why we don't have. Okay, why is it not descending? And why are we're gonna overspeed soon? Okay, I'm gonna turn on auto throttle again. It's asking me to go to the climb D10 for some reason. Oh, I think it's asking me to put the lever there, but we're not actually at climb power. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Minimum altitude is 2,000. Oh, that should be Where is the minimum? There should be a decision line. Or some straight in landing. Okay, there we go. This is a straight in landing. Circle to landing. Okay, we're just gonna take the straight in one. Decision altitude is 2,000. Okay, we're just gonna put it as 300 feet then, because it says so. Radial altimeters, minimums. Flaps configuration would be full. Okay, so we should not slow down more than 116. But it's okay. We have a floor to protect us. Starting at 2005. We just gotta know what landing speed is. I mean, I could go back to that Microsoft Excel thing. Okay, let's just configure this ourselves, shall we? Okay, reverse thrust, yes. Overweight procedure, no. Flaps full. Weight, we're gonna keep it at. Actually, what's our weight? Weight is 131. Okay, we can't take that because the fuel calculation is different. Okay, runway altitude is, let's check. I mean, it's just 1 hectopascal, so let's just Google this actually. Ninoy, Aquino Airport elevation. 23 meters. Okay. Airport altitude. Runway altitude, okay, it's feet. So 23 meters to feet. 23 meters. Okay, so now we have to convert it. So 23 meters to feet, which is about 75 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna put 75. Runway heading is 60 degrees, 006. Condition of the runway is dry. Approach speed, runway landing altitude. Okay, so approach speed, it says here it's 121. It's a bit slow, but I guess we can trust it. Okay, slope, I'm just gonna put 0, 121. Calculate. Okay, so max manual. Max manual. I got no idea what this is actually. Okay, so I just need the approach. Okay, I want the approach speed to be a little bit higher because every time it's quite okay. 121 knots the approach speed, but 116 the minimum landing the minimum speed. So I don't like that. Let's just do like maybe 135 and calculate. And I don't know why is it in meters as well, but we can use this. Okay, we're gonna go back to the descent phase. Okay, we are passing 23,000 feet. We should be we're at 290 knots. Okay, we're supposed to be at 250. Actually, we're supposed to be at 250, right? So let's just bring that down to 250 first. Okay, it's asking me to put the lever at the climb D10. I already did. It's just, I don't know why it keeps moving. Okay. Okay. Boris, the next main point. Boris has no speed restrictions, I don't think. Wait, Condor 3 Romeo. Yeah, this one. Let's just see Boris. It does. Okay, well, Boris has no speed restriction. We just can't be below 9,000. We gotta be at or above 9,000 actually. So okay, this is getting a little bit worrying because okay, it says at or above 16,000 feet. However, I want to be at 16,000 because I don't want to be too high later on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the spoilers on a little bit, 18% to slow us down. Okay, it keeps asking me to put the lever at the climb D10 for some reason. I am at the climb D10. Okay. Okay, So we're almost at idle power now. Okay, I'm gonna put the speed brakes all the way back to half and see. Okay, yeah, our speed is decreasing. We may need to keep the speed brakes out for a little bit just to help us maintain our speed. I'm gonna bring it to 40 nautical miles so that we can see it better. I think we may need a little bit more speed brakes. Like, I don't know why it gains so much speed, but it doesn't. It gains so much speed when it's sending, but it just does a horrible job climbing. Okay, I'm gonna put the speed brakes to full. Yep, the speed brakes are out all the way. QNH altimeter. Wait, 8. Okay, that's okay. So that's also 9. Okay. I thought the A was the altimeter. Okay. Okay, 16,000 feet. We're at full spoilers, and for some reason we are overspeeding by 10 knots. Usually. Okay, when we level off, our speed should. Yeah. Okay, we can ease off on the spoilers now. Okay, so maintaining 250 knots. Let's check again. So at Boris it's 9,000, and then after that max 230, and then after that it will be okay, at Tress we will then switch to the approach chart. Everything's looking good. As usual, everything's looking very usual. Still in the descent phase, of course. Of course, we're now traveling much slower because we're coming into land. So usually we have. Okay, it's not actually at, it's actually max, but we're just gonna leave it at the max. Usually there's controller, so until here, then it just guides us until here, and then the controller will guide us in. But we don't have tower right now, so we're gonna rely on ourselves to get ourselves in safely. Okay, so. People, yeah, we have a guy that has a signal. We have another guy coming in, got a guy just left. So I'm just gonna broadcast myself. I'm just gonna say Ninoy Aquino. Okay, so we're at comms 2 for some reason. Can I go on comms too? Okay, so I need comms more. Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna say no Aquino traffic. This is Singapore 766. We are descending via the Condor 3 Romeo arrival, landing at runway 06. Traffic in the area, please advise. Thank you. Okay, and then we'll do more later. So we've selected 250 knots, however the computer says it should be at 290, but we're just following the charts here. Okay, we're approaching Boris. We can descend to let's descend to 11,000 because I want to keep the speed up, so I want to keep the speed. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just do 10,000 actually. So either way we can't exceed 250, so down a little bit steeper, maybe 2,000 feet per minute. Oh, okay, so at Trace we gotta be at 210, Wayham 230. Okay. How? Okay. Sister-in-law, okay, this guy just commented on this stream saying some random shit. This Russian guy, I don't know what that was. Actually, the past Boris, we could actually go straight down to 6,000 actually. Let's do that. And we are below 13,000. Switch to selected 1009. We could try the auto land. I actually tried auto landing yesterday. It does actually allow you to engage both autopilots during the auto land. However, it still drifted the plane too far left, so I just disconnected the autopilot. Well, in the future maybe we will, but now it's like clear weather, so we're just gonna use a manual landing today. Okay. Autopilot 1 is doing the job for us every time. Maybe next time we should use autopilot 2. Yeah, it doesn't really matter actually. Okay, so we're going below 10,000. We are at 250 anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're not violating any laws here. It's just that at Wayham we have to Wayham, yeah. We gotta be at 230 max. On this thing you can actually discharge fire retardant agent into the engine, but obviously that will spoil the engine. Smartness to help us again. we're gonna actually arm the spoilers. So we're pretty low to the ground now. Okay, let's set 5,000 first. Oh, we're flying to some dark clouds. Looks like. Okay, we're gonna turn the landing lights off now. On now. Okay, this is good, very good. I hope this will be the first successful A320 fly-by-wire stream ever. Hopefully it won't crash or anything. Okay, we are approaching Tres, I want to say. Okay, we're gonna reduce the range to 220 knots. 20 nautical miles. And expedite. Oh, there's an expedite button. I'm gonna turn on the ILS display now. Okay, so we know the localizer is asking us to go left. What is this? Manual vertical, oh, we can do manual vertical speed control of the cabin altitude. No, let's just let it. Captain Purse. No, we don't need that because we're not evacuating the aircraft. We have evacuation horn. Yeah. You heard that? Exactly. So this is like quite realistic. You can turn on the evacuation horn and everything, but it's okay. We're not going to use that. You can even turn off the flight controls. It's like the flight control restriction, so you can't do stupid shit like roll the plane upside down. But yeah. Okay, so let's reduce to 210. No, 200 actually, and we're gonna descend down to we'll give ourselves 3,000 feet. Descend at about 2,000 feet per minute. I'm gonna put the first throttle flaps up. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna put automatic braking. Auto brakes to low. I'm actually worried here that we may be a bit too high, so we're gonna increase that descent rate. Actually. We're gonna put more flaps. Oh, no, that's overspeeding. Lower landing gear. Yeah, we are too high. Okay, we're gonna put spoilers out. Gonna reduce our speed here. So 0 increase the descent rate. Localizer mode. Let's go all the way down to 135 knots. Yep, okay, so we can actually auto land this round actually. Okay, we're gonna put the spoilers back up. We're gonna arm them though. We're gonna put the flaps to
2,500.
We have radio altimeter. Okay, let's just try to see if the auto. Okay, let's just put full flaps now. Yep, so we're doing Cat 3 dual, so this means that we're gonna all. Okay, this time is actually looking good actually. Yeah, well, it looks like we're centered on the runway. I'm gonna say Aquino traffic, Singapore 766 is now on final 5 miles for runway 06. Since it's Cat 3, we don't really need a radio minimum of 300, don't we? So this is gonna be like the first successful auto land in the history that I've streamed, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Okay, so we've got the glide slope and localizer. The plane is now doing everything automatically. So I guess we didn't need the approach charts. We still have to retard the power ourselves though. Okay, 1,000 feet. Usually I disconnect autopilot by now, but we're doing auto land. Landing inhibit. God. Auto brake. Yeah, everything's good, right?
Okay. 500.
Stable. The landing gear is on.
100 above.
Okay, 100 above.
Minimum.
Visual. And we continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
That was a smooth landing by the autopilot right there. Reverse green. The plane is actually keeping itself on the taxiway, on the runway. I'm not actually making any rudder inputs. That is a bot. We're just gonna ignore him. Okay, disconnecting autopilot. Wow, releasing reverses. This is a bot. We're just not gonna bother about him. And manual braking. Okay. Oh, that was a nice auto land. That was not me, but that was the autopilot landing itself. Okay. I liked that. Wonderful auto land. Okay, we're just gonna stop the plane right here. We're gonna say Ninoy Aquino traffic, Singapore 766 is clear of all runways. We're actually on a VAT sim, that's why I have to announce all that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the lights. We're gonna turn taxi lights on. We're gonna start the APU as well. We're gonna turn off the landing lights. We're gonna turn off strobe lights. Okay, now where are we moving? We're gonna turn off ILS display. We're gonna turn off flight director. We're going to both sides. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that was a nice landing. Although I can't take credit for that because the plane landed itself. Okay. You can even turn off anti-skid as well. Okay. Let's just leave it on. Okay. So the APU is starting up. Okay. Oh yeah, hold on. We have to clean up the aircraft first. Okay, so flaps all the way up, and spoilers disarmed. So all the flaps and everything are coming up. Yeah. This is good. Let's just let clean. The thing about the A320 flyback wire is that I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Like whenever, like the power seems to be a bit excessive. But even at idle power, you're still getting some thrust from the engines. Now, I know you get a little bit in real life, but like the thing is that I don't know why it's enough to keep the plane at a constant speed on the ground. Let's go to the taxi charts, airport briefing. Is this the taxi charts? No, it's the briefing. Of course it's the briefing. Could it be this one? Airport information. Yes, okay. So, we just landed on runway 06, which was here, I believe. So we exited at... Okay, oh, it looks like we're on the general aviation. Okay, so we're approaching the end of the runway. Okay, so we're just gonna turn... Let's see, we're at the end right now. This is the general aviation ramp. We need to go to Terminal 1. So we're just gonna do a left. We're gonna do a 180. Why not? We're in the Airbus A320, so doing a 180 on a taxiway like this should not be a problem. If you're a 747, then yeah, that is a major problem. You don't even need to use differential thrust, just differential braking. I just tapped on the right brakes a little bit just now. Okay, so that was a line. That we just did a 180. Okay. Okay, so now we should be heading in the opposite direction. I'm just gonna take the taxiway all the way down to Golf 8 Echo, Golf 8 Whiskey or something. Okay, so this is taxiway Alpha. Looks like the scenery is a bit messed up, but it's fine. Okay, so that's runway 2406. I think we're right here now. Okay, our speed is 31 knots. Just slow it back down. Okay, we see some jets now. Parked there. I guess we'll just taxi up to them and just park at a random gate then. Alright, we're just gonna park yeah, I think at that gate over there. Okay, so let's just slow this down. Okay. Do a right turn and then we'll park at that gate over there. So we have no like parking guidance nor any marshallers, so we're just gonna have to guide ourselves in. First of all, let's turn off the taxi lights so I'm not blinding everybody at the gate. Oh, okay, obviously it stopped. We have to add a bit more power. It's actually quite realistic that the engine power actually is a bit delayed in responding. That's actually true like real life. A little bit more forward maybe. Okay, this will do. Okay, so we're gonna just put on the parking brakes. We're gonna near fuel is available. Let's just let's just switch off the engines now, shall we? Alright, let's go switch the engines off. Hopefully the game doesn't end. Okay, nice. Okay, first of all, let's ask for external power, shall we? We're gonna request for external power. You can hear the APU running. We're also gonna just ask for like, I don't know, an air bridge or something. Okay, we're gonna just use the ATC thing. Mandela ground. Need ground services. We need jetway connection. Can't connect jetways to the aircraft. What if I just simply open the doors? I mean, yeah, the door opens, so I guess that works. Okay, well I guess this works, okay. We're just gonna go ahead and shut this aircraft down. We have no external power is available. We're just gonna shut this thing down right here. Okay, so pegs back. I'm going to switch off the APU. Okay, and then battery switches off. And yeah. And thank you guys for watching.